Allow me please to introduce the principals. Fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 133 pounds, 5 feet 8 inches tall, 21 years old. He's wearing green pants with a record of 0-1. Ladies and gentlemen, from Atlantic City, New Jersey, a big hand for Loren Weaver. Weaver!
A lot of fans here at home screaming for Loren Weaver.
Weighing in at 138 pounds. He's 5 feet 10 inches tall and 22 years old. He's wearing the beige pants with a black stripe. He's 0-1. From Vineland, New Jersey, ladies and gentlemen, a big hand for Sammy Alvarado. Alvarado.
All right, Vineland, New Jersey's not that far away, so we've really got a couple of Atlantic City fellas here ready to go at it. Weaver in the green, Alvarado in the brown or the lighter colored trousers. JT Will is the referee. Let's take a listen.
It's very important that when I say break, make sure you break clean, step back. Do not hit or kick the fighter after I say break, because it will be a foul. Do not hit or kick the fighter when he's on the floor. There is no holding, no clinching. I'll only give you 2 warnings. After that, it will be a point deduction. Shake hands now, and we'll begin with the bow.
Very concise and to the point, right?
Yeah, as he always is. He's reminding them that they cannot clinch in PKA karate. If they do clinch, if they hold, he'll start taking points away from them.
All right, this is 5 rounds, 5 2-minute rounds. Here we go with action. Alvarado in the tan. Loren Weaver in the green.
Alvarado, as I remember from seeing his preliminary fights here in Atlantic City when we were here during the last couple of years, hits pretty hard. He's pretty crisp with his techniques. He fights out of that stable that includes Emilio Narvaez, world light heavyweight champion, and Paul Vizio, world featherweight champion, who's over in his corner for this fight. He's just blasting his back leg kicks in.
Weaver shifting first left foot forward, then right foot forward.
The heads almost collided on that one as Alvarado tried to get in with a right hand, and Jay Will was cautioning him about that.
And there is a cut now over on the corner of the right eye of Alvarado that may have come from their heads colliding. And you can see the blood dripping down the side. Now that may not be troublesome to the eye because it looks like it's off to the side of the eye.
Loren Weaver came right behind a second ago with a left hook right on that point. That barely missed it. But he looks like he might be aiming the left hook for that little cut. It's not bad at this point. It's on the outside the eyebrow. So I mean, there's no physical injury to Sammy Alvarado. People who don't like to see blood might not like it, but there's really no injury there that's serious.
Winding down round 1 between Sammy Alvarado in the tan and Loren Weaver in the green. Again, they're moving in head to head, and there's the bell ending round 1. More PKA action in just a moment. Waiting to begin action in round 2.
Hand to the bucket, Bob.
Breathing heavily.
Hand to the bucket. It came in too late.
Weaver collided heads with Alvarado in that first round. You see a little cut there right above his right eyebrow.
JT Will is holding it up here just for a second. Now we're ready to go. Action in round 2. Alvarado in the tan, Weaver in the green. This is in the lightweight division.
Lightweight division in PKA goes from 133 to 140.9 pounds. Both fighters in that division, 33 pounds, 133 for Weaver, 138 for Alvarado. Alvarado has a 5-pound advantage.
Weaver is executing that left hook very, very nicely, Joe, and may create a bigger problem with that cut.
Yeah, you just heard in Alvarado's corner, they told him to keep the right hand up to protect against that left hook, just as you said it. That right hand by Alvarado had Weaver a little off balance. I don't think it hurt him. It did push him back a little bit. Boy, Alvarado, there's the punch I remember from Alvarado. That right hand is crisp. Reminds you very much of Emilio Narvaez, the world light heavyweight champion, the way he throws it.
Both fighters using good techniques here, mixing up their kicks and their punches. Good skill fight here.
Both fighters are black belts. They have a lot of years in the martial arts. Speaking of a lot of years in the martial arts, Joe Louis, fighting in our main event, made his black belt in 1965. He's been black belt now for 18 years.
I'm looking forward to that fight too, Joe. That's Joe Louis against Tom Hall. Tom Hall, #2 world contender. Joe Louis on the comeback trail. We're in round 2 here between Weaver in the green and Alvarado in the tan. There's the bell ending round 2. We'll be back with more professional karate action in just a moment. Andujar working on that cut just outside the right eye of Sammy Alvarado as we get ready for action in round 3. This is a 5-rounder in the lightweight division.
Round number 3 is scheduled for 5. Round number 3.
Alvarado in the tan, Weaver in the green. Here we go with action in round 3.
Neither fighter really tried to put it on the other one in that second round. Alvarado threw a couple of right hands in round 2 that had smoke on them.
Let me ask you something, Joe. You're an ex-fighter and so forth. When you get a cut like that in the early rounds, in the first round, does that change your strategy because you're thinking about it and you have to become more defensive?
First few times it does. But once you've gotten cut and you know what the dangers are and are not, then it doesn't bother you too much. If you know you've got a dangerous cut, then you will try to protect it, definitely. In this case, Alvarado's not paying a lot of attention to it, although his corner is trying to keep him to keep the right hand up so it doesn't get any wider. I gave the second round to Alvarado again, 10-9. I've got him leading 2 points, 20-18 at the end of 2. I gave him that second round primarily because he was the more effective kicker in round number 2.
Weaver just walked into a good straight right hand by Alvarado.
There's been some discussion here in Dan Magnus's camp of calling the position that gave him his physical in the last couple of weeks. Since the ringside position here has said that he has the murmur and will not go ahead with our semi-main event that we had scheduled. Alvarado's just drilling those back leg body kicks into Weaver's stomach at this point. Good right hand into the body by Alvarado.
Get your hands moving inside.
They will warn Loren Weaver for holding Alvarado behind the head.
Final few seconds of round 3. Good right hand by Alvarado.
Lanced high off Weaver's head.
There's the bell ending round 3 in this good lightweight bout between Loren Weaver and